Governor Adeleke commends the Nigeria's First Lady's commitment to national human development and welfare of underprivileged Nigerians. Federal government to strengthen efficiency and transparency of import duty exemption. Building in Ethiopia claims 7 lives. Good evening and thanks for joining us on the major report for tonight. I am Babatunde Fanowopo. Wife of the President, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, says investing in girl-child education and training are panacea to national development, just as she described educated women as nation builders. The First Lady disclosed this at the official sword turning of the Alternative High School for Girls at Okedio along Ilesha Road, Oshogbo, the Osun State capital. Governor's Office correspondent Abdullah Rahim Adekilekun now reports.
The First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, was in Osun State, along with the wives of the Vice President, Senate President, and that of the Speaker of the House of Representatives, as well as First Ladies from Lagos, Oyo, Edo, Ekiti, Delta, Kwara, Kogi, Imo, and Abia states. Speaking at the site of the Alternative High School for Girls in Oshogbo, the First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, said she is delighted to perform the foundation laying of the school that will not just provide formal education for girl child, but also enable them to learn skills that will stand them out as proudly useful members of the Nigerian society. Senator Tinubu said her commitment towards girls, child, and women development stemmed from her experience as a lifelong teacher and former First Lady of Lagos State. While calling on Nigerians to commit to education of girl child, the First Lady promised that the school will be completed in record time. According to her, the data available to the federal government shows that the number of out-of-school children, especially females, is alarmingly high, saying that the nation cannot afford to squander the lives of such population that could be harnessed for national development.
My motivation as an educationist and a lifelong teacher stemmed from the desire to see young girls and women who dropped out of school due to unplanned pregnancies, cultural barriers, economic and financial reasons, and many more have a second chance to complete high school, acquire higher education and valuable life skills to enable them reach their full potential in life.
Speaking at the event, Governor of Osun State, Senator Ademola Adeleke, described the First Lady as a highly detribalized Nigerian who is passionate about national development, fairness, and justice. The governor assured the First Lady that his administration will follow up on the school and provide needed support to ensure a robust operation upon completion of the institution. He told the First Lady of the Federal Republic that his administration is committed to supporting girls' child education by introducing series of programs that strengthen the capacity of families to provide basic needs and emphasize welfare of workers as first-line item on the 5-point agenda of his administration.
Your Excellency, in your passion for the growth of the nation, you are also known for focusing on fairness and justice. For us in Osun State, we are here today because we are a beneficiary of your sense of justice. You are big our prospect.
Earlier, wife of the Osun State Governor, Chief Mrs. Titilola Adeleke, welcomed the wife of the President to Osun State for the turning of the sword of Alternative High School for Girls. She said the school will go a long way to commemorate the huge investment of the administration of Senator Adeleke with the recent approval for the employment of 500 teaching and 250 non-teaching staffs in Osun State.
I want to especially appreciate the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, for this wonderful initiative in education. You have a shared developmental agenda with the Executive Governor of Osun State, who has put several programs in place to reposition education in the state. The most recent is the employment of 5,000 teaching staff and 250 non-teaching staff to address the shortfall in our schools across the state.
Also speaking, the Executive Secretary of Universal Basic Education, Dr. Hamid Boboyi, attributed the project to the renewed hope initiative of the wife of the president. Earlier, the wife of the president and her entourage was received warmly at the banquet hall, where Ooni of Ife, Oba Adeyeye Enitan Ogunwusi, described the First Lady as the mother of the nation, who is passionately committed to national development. It has been Abdurrahim Adekileku reporting.
Osun State government has expressed its readiness to collaborate with the management of International Breweries PLC Elisha with a view to boost economic prospects of the people. The Commissioner for Commerce and Industry, Reverend Bumi Janyo, disclosed these while hosting a delegation from the company led by Head Corporate Affairs Manager, Mr. Martins Owoyokun, in his office. He hinted that Governor Ademola Adeleke is prepared and unrelenting in his commitment to industrialize the state while identifying other areas where the company can collaborate with the Ministry of Commerce and Industry for optimal performance. He added that the forthcoming Industrial and Economic Summit, as well as this year's Osun Trade Fair, are viable areas where both the industry and state government can collaborate to host Osun's economic potentials for the benefit of the people. In the meantime, the Naira has depreciated further against the United States dollar at the official market, closing at 1,300 Naira per dollar. The Central Bank of Nigeria Bank of Nigeria disclosed this through its Director, Trade and Exchange Department, Dr. Hassan Mahmood, in a circular uploaded to its website on dollar sale as it stepped up efforts to stem the tide, selling more dollars to bureau de change operators. The Apex Bank said it is set to sell 10,000 US dollars to BDCs at 1,021 Naira per dollar and directed the operators to sell at a spread not more than 1.5% above the bank's rate. Amid the development, the Naira maintained a depreciation trend against the United States dollar, falling to 1,300 Naira per dollar at the Nigerian Automos foreign exchange market. The new rate is 66 Naira per cent, weaker than 1,234 per dollar recorded, with a summary of the forex transaction showed that the intra-day high depreciated by 22 Naira, closing at 1,317 per dollar from 1,295 per dollar. The CBN directed all eligible BDCs to commence payment of Naira deposits into the designated CBN account from this week. It also asked them to submit proof of payment and other documents at the appropriate CBN branches for disbursement. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, may prosecute 300 forex racketeers trading on a peer-to-peer platform outside the financial regulations. The EFCC chairman, Ola Olukoede, who gave this indication during an interactive program with editors and bureau chiefs in Abuja, revealed that the accounts were frozen following a court order. He further noted that one of the accounts traded over 15 billion US dollars in the past year. Recently, the federal government, through the Nigerian Communications Commission, blocked the online platforms of Binance and other crypto firms to avert what it considered continuous manipulation of the forex market and illicit movement of funds. While the websites of Binance, Coinbase, and Kraken have been inaccessible in the country, reports said crypto traders now use alternatives like Bybit, BitGet, KuCoin, and CoinCola, with other messaging platforms like Telegram, which comes with an in-app wallet to make transactions. In a statement made by Olukoyede, explained that the forex accounts were frozen to ensure the safety of the foreign exchange market and protect the economy. He also stated that the effort had helped the value of the naira and the forex market. The federal government has launched a new platform designed to strengthen the efficiency and transparency of its import duty exemption program. According to the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Mr. Wale Edun, the incentive monitoring and evaluation platform will be integrated into the existing import duty exemption certificate. The minister explained that the IDEC program offers strategic import duty reductions for priority sectors critical to national development, such as manufacturing, agriculture, and healthcare. The introduction of IMEP signifies the government's commitment to ensuring the exemptions are used effectively to stimulate economic growth. He added that the rigorous enforcement will optimize tax expenditures by reducing waste, blocking leakages, and ultimately fostering a more equitable economic environment. He further explained that others include real-time e-reporting, where stakeholders will benefit from immediate access to electronic reports, streamlining the verification process, and a decentralized database with a comprehensive database designed to improve efficiency and provide a clear picture of how exemptions are being utilized. Edu noted that the government sees the IMEP as a critical tool for ensuring tax breaks are strategically allocated to maximize the economic impact to bolster growth while minimizing wasteful spending. The immediate past governor of Kogi State, Alhaji Yaya Bello, said he is ready to appear before the Federal High Court in Abuja to answer to the 19th count charge the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, preferred against him. A member of his legal team, Mr. Adeola Adedipe, SAN, told the court that his client would have made himself available for the proceedings but was afraid that he would be arrested. Adedipe further said that the defendant wants to come to court, but he is afraid that there is an order of arrest hanging on his head. He noted that it was only at the resumed proceedings that the court okayed substituted service of the charge on the defendant through his lawyer. He also added that a warrant of arrest should not be hanging on his neck when he leaves the court. However, EFCC's lawyer, Mr. Kemi Pinheiro San, urged the court to refuse the application, insisting that the warrant of arrest should not be set aside until the defendant makes himself available for his trial. The Director General, Permanent Secretary, Osun State Broadcasting Corporation, Mrs. Jolade Igbarola, has solicited the support of IBEDC to dwindling revenue of Osbc. The Director General Permanent Secretary made the plea while paying a courtesy visit to the newly appointed regional head, Engineer Gabriel Chukwudi Eze. Engineer Chukwudi Eze, while responding, disclosed that the epileptic power supply is a national problem and Oshogbo remains critical in the scheme of things as the National Control Center in Nigeria. He said that the IBDEC is conscious of anxieties and protests from the general public, hence effort is ongoing to achieve an immediate solution to the problem of power supply in Oshogbo and Osun State at large. He further said that his office will prioritize the distribution of electricity in a way that will benefit OSBC in earnest. The Director General and Permanent Secretary of Osun State Broadcasting Corporation, Mrs. Jolade Barola, has requested for collaboration with the Nigeria Air Force in assessing a dedicated line to the national grid for a lasting solution to the epileptic power supply, which is currently a major challenge for the corporation. She made the appeal during a courtesy visit to the Commandant, Air Force and Research Development, Air Vice Marshal Abiola Bayo Amodu in Oshogbo. The Commandant pledged his support in achieving collaborations in the area of research, security, and other developmental purposes, while expressing delight in achieving a promising relationship with OSBC towards achieving the core objectives of the aircraft manufacturing plant. Segment. Omar Azar has risen to the 14th in the latest Week 17 ranking released by the International Table Tennis Federation in a second round finish at the 2024 ITTF World Cups in Monaco. The three-time African Games champion became the only African that progressed to the second round in the men's singles after beating Iran's Mohsen Alamian and Sweden's Troels Moregard to top Group 16. The Egyptian has been in fine form since his 4-3 triumph over Nigeria's Quadri Arena at the 13th African Games in Ghana, and his performance has rubbed positively on his ranking fortunes as he broke into the top 16 after Ghana's win. Following a remarkable performance in the group stage at the ITTF World Cup, Asa lost to Japan's Shunsuke Togami, and in a hard-fought match to stop the unbeaten run of the 2023 African Cup champion. Reports indicate that from 16th spot in Week 17, Asa rose to 14th as the best-rated African in the world and considered as his career best ranking. He will be heading to next month's African Cup in Kigali, Rwanda, where he aims to defend his title against some of the finest players in the continent. And on the foreign scene, a presidential building collapsed in Ethiopia's capital today has claimed the lives of 7 persons who were asleep in a nearby house. A spokesperson for the local authorities, Nigatu Mamu, confirmed to newsmen that the incident occurred in Addis Ababa. Among the deceased were children aged 4 to 12. According to reports, authorities have initiated an investigation to ascertain the cause behind the collapse as rescue efforts continue in the affected area. Reports say the unfortunate incident is not an isolated one for the region. In 2022, a similar tragedy struck when a building collapsed in Mercato, one of Africa's largest open markets, claiming the lives of at least 6 individuals and injuring 7 others. Experts have pointed to the prevalence of poor quality construction and lax regulatory measures as contributing factors to such structural failures, underscoring the urgent need for robust oversight and enforcement to prevent future tragedies. Before we end the major reports, a quick recap of the high points. Osun State Governor Senator Ademola Adeleke has commended Nigerian First Lady's commitment to national human development and welfare of underprivileged Nigerians. The Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister for the Economy, Wale Edun, said that the federal government has introduced a strategy to strengthen efficiency and transparency of import duty exemption programs. And on the foreign scene, we brought you a report that a residential building in Ethiopia has claimed 7 lives, leaving others injured as investigation to unravel cause continues. With that, we've come to the end of Major Report for tonight. It was edited by Adebari Ojimakinde. I am Babatunde Fanookpo. From every one of us on duty, we say thanks for watching and bye for now.
Of course, I enjoy watching local leagues in Nigeria, especially the MPFL.
The shot! And it's a strike! What a goal from Scotland!
I am a StarTimes user. Of course, I'm happy whenever StarTimes adds new exciting channels for my family and I to enjoy.
Get ready for entertainment extravaganza.